following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg. It's built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game.
We hear all week from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. As our second half is about to get underway. Shaheed now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Forced to his right. Now he'll run.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. For the sideline, taken in by Cup.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On third down, they go with Walker. Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Once again, it's Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Second and 5. Darnold to throw. Moving to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be third. They need 1.
And it's third down.
Douglas in motion. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. And that is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw now, May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
That one complete to Hollins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards. But we'll need to check on the call. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Darnold now to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long.
We're going to start.
Now Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They quickly out to Diggs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. May gonna look to throw. On the run to the right. And he'll avoid the contact. Sliding down, pick up a 6. And it'll be 3rd down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's up?
Third and short, and here is May. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Here goes that.
Here's Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Second and 10.
Here goes that. It's that.
Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? What's that?
To throw is Darnold. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. May gonna hold on to this one. And they're gonna bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on first and 10. On the carry, it's Stevenson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's May. Sure pass, got by Henry, the tight end. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Patriots first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Here's Stevenson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
May to throw on 2nd down. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Here goes throw.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Lady. The lady. It's set.
Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the point after try for Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Patriots 13.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
The
Patriots offense ready to get back at it.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And in motion, it's Diggs. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is quickly out to Diggs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
Now, May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
We're going to set.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
27-yard line.
We're going to set.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
Set.
Here's Walker. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks tack on one more to their lead.
Patriots 13. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
The
Patriots offense ready to take over once more.
Their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Patriots.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Pass completed to Douglas. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down, New England.
May to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Here's May again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And for all the interceptions that he's thrown this game, kind of wish he would have gotten the message sooner. If it's not there, just get rid of it. Sometimes the best play in football is don't try to force it.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going. It's May. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Seahawks offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. And that'll do it. For the first time in more than a decade, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs, there was adversity, and they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
On the podium, Commissioner Roger Goodell presenting the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.